another prophetic news.
Y'all about to know Shabrakatah?
To me. This is another prophetic news. Bam, got you.
Now we got this Ebola virus going on.
Show the title first, baby. Let's go down. Okay, you got it. You got it.
Rare footage captured Ebola discovery in 1976. And they have a video, they have 3 videos to it, so I'm gonna make it short. I'm gonna read the top. It say, as the largest recorded Ebola epidemic in West Africa has infected over 10,000 people. A Belgian newspaper published rare footage from 1976 when the deadly virus was first identified in Congo, or in Zaire, as it was then known.
And none of those numbers are, those are, you know, probably monthly figures. But you got to take into account how many of these people that they're not taking into account when it comes to the virus spreading. So it's spreading more rapid than that. And almost guarantee it's probably double that.
The 3 videos were recently released by the Institute of Tropical Medicine and were published by the Belgian newspaper Het Lancet Nieuws on Tuesday. In 1976, a group of researchers headed by Belgian scientist Peter Piet, who traveled to the remote village of Yambuku in the Republic of Zaire, currently the Democratic Republic of Congo. The scientists went to Africa to study what they taught to be the Marburg virus. So I already got it looked up. I'm going to show you what the Marburg virus is. Marburg virus is it's a hemorrhagic fever virus of the Fivaridae family of virus, as a member of species of Marburg virus genus, causes Marburg virus disease in humans, non-human primates, a form of viral hemorrhagic fever. So Marburg virus was first noticed and described during small epidemics in the German cities Marburg and Frankfurt, and the Yugoslavian capital of Belgrade in 1960s.
Okay, hold it right there. Right, so all that this African disease, that's some bullshit, because it was over in Europe. So all the scientists did is collectively came from all over the world and spiced and mixed all these different viruses and made a super virus, what you know as today as Ebola. That's blunt, cut, and dry. If you can't see that after him just reading that little insert, then I don't know, man. This shit is getting too easy. It's too easy now. Okay, that's it.
So that's the part I'm going to read. That'll let you,
easy, man.
Yeah, that'll let you know that comes from the Europeans.
Right. So and you know, African this shit is easy.
So and all this shit you crackers talking about all this Ebola disease coming from all niggas and all that stuff. That's where you fucked up for not researching. I'm gonna play this video real quick.
the suit afterwards.
They got a line of suit.
And this from the Ebola, right?
Yeah.
And you still got a chance of getting the fucking disease
Right.
if it was the real Ebola.
All right. Why you think the white man going to a certain facility to have that shit washed off first?
Right.
And then they
Right.
take off the suit.
Right, then they go burn.
Right.
And they said, however, what they found was a virus we know today as Ebola, which was named after a small river that flows near the Yapuku village. The videos show how the researchers tended to Ebola infected residents wearing protective gear, gas masks, and white suits, similar to the ones used today. The doctors would burn their clothing to prevent further spread of disease.
So they already know how to control this already. So this bullshit that we get in the news media with how they doing these aid workers and
Yeah.
nurses that's volunteering, it's a bunch of crap. And the nurses know that. That's why in Spain, they started to revolt and said, no, we will walk out our job unless y'all give us the right information because we know y'all lie. And that's already been out there. So let's do these scriptures. Yes. Leviticus
Leviticus
26, 25, we got it.
okay.
It's Leviticus chapter 26, verse 25. It says, "And I will bring a sword upon you that shall avenge the quarrel of my covenant. And when ye are gathered together within your cities, I will send the pestilence among you."
Right, the Most High will send a pestilence among the world and America, man.
Yep.
So that's the sword.
And you know, it's fun. A lot of you, 2/3, man. It really is. These vaccines that they got set up, it's a lot of it's for you.
So that Ebola is a punishment from the Most High.
It says, "And ye shall be delivered into the hand of the enemy."
Right, the enemy is Esau, because he the one behind it.
We already weaponized it for you a long time ago.
It's Deuteronomy chapter.
No. Let me
Oh, okay.
because it's in order. Second Ezra 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the word of prophecy,
And that's what we doing, bro.
which I have put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Right, the scriptures, them faithful and true. So no other book not faithful and true other than the Bible. So the Bible is faithful and true.
Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Right, let not the disbelief trouble you. Because if you let the disbelief trouble you, well, how can you get the truth?
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right, no faith in this world. That's why you niggas dying. That's why you don't have no faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, and the truth ain't for everybody.
Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
And it's on its way. And it's coming rapidly too, all over this world.
For wicked,
Go ahead, bro.
for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Yeah. So this polluted, this whole wickedness polluted the whole earth. So that's why the Most High bringing the sword upon America and this whole world, and upon the 2/3, like the brother said.
Second Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, and we seeing those measuring times right now, which is it's the Ebola. That's part of the sign because he said diseases was gonna come. So that's part of measuring the time when you see people dying from all these type of plagues.
Therefore, when thou shalt have been seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that is the Most High spake of these things, which are the days that were before thee,
Yep.
even of the days of the beginning.
And people are revolted, like the brother stated in Spain. That's an uproar because of what? Because of this disease. That's then that spread it out.
For as all that is made in the world has a beginning and the end is manifested.
So the end is manifested, man. Like how about you, how it shine? So we almost out.
All right, second Ezra 4:36. And unto these things Uriel the archangel gave them answer and said, even when the number of seeds is filled in you, for he has weighed the world in a balance.
Right, a measuring tool. So it's gonna be certain acts that have to be played out. It got to balance out what the Lord has said that's gonna slowly come to pass. First the prophets, and then destruction.
By measure has he measured the times, and by number has he numbered the times.
Mm-hmm.
And he does not move nor stir them until the said measure is fulfilled.
Right. So the Ebola come right on point, because you in the time of Ebola, and then the time of martial law is gonna be hitting right after that. That's what it mean by he gonna number them from time to time. He's gonna play out in exactly the perfect increments. It'll be the diseases, and then Ebola. Well, it'll be the diseases, and then these uproars, and then martial law, and then the chip, and then the Most High gonna come.
So that's all gonna put in. All is gonna put in back-to-back order from the Most High. Get ready for it, man, because it's gonna be hectic out here. And plus, they pushing out this chip too.
Don't drag it. Don't drag too much.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 59. It says, Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, a sore sickness, and of long continuance.
So yeah, he's gonna kill your kids too. And it's a characteristic of God in the end days.
Okay.
I got one.
What was next?
That's one.
Yeah. No, the second Ezra is 10:38. Second Ezra is 10:38, or was it the Thessalonians? Because I didn't put it in that order. Who gave me the second Ezra 10:38? Someone.
You just read my two.
Okay, second Ezra 10:38. He answered me then and said, Hear me, and I will inform thee and tell thee wherefore thou art afraid. For the highest will reveal many secret things unto thee. He has seen that thy way is right. For thou that sorrow continuously for thou people, and maketh great lamentation for Zion. Right, so those who stand up and lament and do the work for his people, them the ones who he seen and said, I'm gonna reveal the secrets to you so you won't have fear. Because what's that fear that's kicking in everybody, in the back of everybody's mind now? The Ebola. Would I catch it? Where is it at? What's going on? Because my girl, she's starting to get a little afraid now. Now she's telling my son he can't go over certain friends' house because she don't know where they family members be, because they have access to travel the world and shit. And I started laughing. And I was like, no, in this house, that's the only thing we ain't afraid of. We ain't afraid of none of that. I didn't do all this to have to just die like that. So that's what that was about. My bad, that was me. Okay.
2 Thessalonians 2:1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua, and by our gathering